Hi guys, and welcome to my Q&A video. As I promised, my 100th video on YouTube will be a Q&A video, so here it is. Now, I will not try and pronounce any of these usernames as I will most likely get them all wrong. However, some of the usernames I know how to pronounce, but as I won't pronounce every single one, I won't do any. So, just starting off with some basics. I am from Norway, I live in Oslo, and I love racing games, or Formula 1, pretty much, yeah. Let's go on with the questions, shall we? Now, first question, tits or ass? I think I've got to go with ass on that one. PS4 or Xbox One? Now this is something I've been really thinking about for a long time, and I don't think I'll go with either of them because I think they're too expensive. I don't think that they're as good as they say they are, and I don't think it's really worth the money. That's just my opinion on it. Might change my opinion later on, but at least that's where I am at the moment. Me or Tiamat Marduk? Now, Tiamat Marduk is a great guy. I've been fortunate enough to be able to talk to him, and I mean, I haven't talked to you, so it's gotta be Ben, and you've got a real competition here, just so you know it. Ben is a brilliant guy, he's just awesome. So I've gotta go with Tiamat Marduk. How old are you, and when did you start playing Formula 1? I'm 16 years old, I turned 17 on October 9th, so there you go. When did you start playing Formula 1? It's exactly 1 year ago now, I think. Yeah, it was, summer holidays, and I wanted a racing game, or car game, that me and my brother could play split screen, on, because, I mean, we were bored, pretty much. So, I started looking around. I had Need for Speed Shift, but that's only single player and online. So then I was starting to look around, and like Formula 1, that's a good place to start. I mean, just gotta check what type of Formula 1 games are out there. And I found F1 2011, and it was split screen, and I was like, yay, let's go buy that. And I went and bought it the day after. I was super duper happy with that game, and my brother didn't like it because he thought it was too hard. He was just off track into the gravel traps all the time, and he didn't think it was too much fun. And yeah, it was the summer of last year, summer of 2012. I think that's a good answer to that. How did you come up with your name? Ooh, that's a hard one. I think it was just me looking around, checking what usernames were taken, and I think I sat for hours trying to find a username that wasn't taken. Pretty much it's, and then Rims, worked on Xbox, and Rims did not work on YouTube, so then it became Rimsy on YouTube and Rims on Xbox Live. Yeah, I mean, it was just me trying to find something that worked, and I couldn't change my name, or I didn't have the effort to change it, so I just went for Rims, and it sounds good to me now. I mean, I'm pretty used to it. It didn't sound right in the beginning, but now it's like, Rims, yeah, that's me. It's really nothing more to say about that. I've got no idea how I come up with it. I just tried loads of different things, and it just ended there. Who is your favorite driver? That's Lewis Hamilton, without a doubt. Why is that? I'm gonna tell you. It's because Lewis Hamilton was the first driver I drove as when I first played the F1 2011 game, and I just fell in love with, I think I fell in love with the car more than Lewis, but I mean, Lewis was me after a while. It's I didn't know anything about Formula 1 at that time. I just knew that there were really fast cars going around the track. That's all I knew, really. I didn't know any names, no anything. So it was just because I thought it handled good, and yeah, Lewis Hamilton was the name of the driver, really. And he became my favorite after that, and I discovered that he actually was pretty good, so I went with it. That's really why he's my favorite driver. And yeah, Lewis Hamilton is the answer. How did you find Formula 1 and became a fan of it? Or are you even a fan of F1? I only know that you play the F1 game. Okay, so as you can probably tell from what I answered on the previous questions, I am a fan of F1 now. How did I find F1? I mean, in Norway there's literally nobody that's into motorsports in general. I know 4 people. One of them is a Fizzy fan, one is my classmate, and one is one I've known for a couple of years. And that's it. I mean, it's me and 3 other guys, which is pretty much nobody, and I just bought the game, thought the sport looked awesome, and just started watching Formula 1 from there, really. Michael Schumacher or Mika Häkkinen? I think, yeah, I'll go with Häkkinen on that one, because the fact that he drove for McLaren, and he's from Finland, which is not far away from Norway, so, I mean, he's a Nordic driver. Yeah, I'll just have to go with Häkkinen on that one. How old were you when you started watching F1? As I said, it was last year, so as I'm 16 now, I was 15 when I started watching F1, which is very late. As I said, nobody's really watching motorsports in Norway, so yeah, I mean, we're just skiers pretty much. That's all it is up here, up north, I guess. How did you discover ARL? That was through Team Marduk. I think he mentioned in a video, or I looked at the video description and found a link to ARL, and I gotta be honest, in the beginning I was really like, oh, this is some bullshit. Just, it can't be all clean drivers, but it really is. It's just, yeah, it's awesome. And I started watching around on YouTube and trying to find a few videos about it, maybe. And then I discovered the F1 official highlights, which I got just hooked. I mean, that's something I wanna do, because, like, yeah, it looked awesome with nobody like crashing on purpose, and from that point I just decided to join in, and now I'm here. Which wheel do you use? I use the Ferrari Vibration GT Cockpit 458 Italia Edition. Yeah, that's a long and hard one. Let me show you. This is the steering wheel that I use. It's very good, I must say. This is what it looks like from where I'm usually sitting. Now I'm just gonna show you very quick what all the buttons are for. As you can see here, start engine. Well, it's not actually start engine. If you look closely here, you can see the arrows right here. So this is actually to kind of maneuver around. Xbox button, of course. Over here, we've got, this is also not correct. It's just like the original steering wheel for the Ferrari cars, which this obviously works, but turning it is just like pressing the select button. Here you go, start. If I press this one, the Xbox will actually start, and it's just clicking start in game, as you would on your Xbox controller. Here we got the select button, or back as it says right here. Yeah, nothing too much to say about that. X right here is for the car status. and everything. Y is look behind. We got B, that's look behind. And we got A, that is also look behind. So all these three are just for looking behind. I can press whichever I want. Now, we got the paddle shifts right here. And I want to show you something, because on the back, I haven't told you the DRS and curse buttons yet. Now, these are actually behind here. This is actually a button. I don't know if you can see it properly, but here we go. Just behind the pedal shift, we got two buttons. Right there, we got the right one. If we're going over here and place my hand like this, this is actually the curse button. You can see my pinky right down here. Just behind the start button, this is curse, which upshifts and curse, and on the other side is a DRS button. So yeah, that's my steering wheel. And moving on to the last question of this comment. How is it knowing you live only a 20-minute bus ride away from me? That's pretty cool, I gotta say. It's a shame that we haven't met yet, but I think we gotta do some sort of a live stream together in the same room. That'd be awesome. Just the Norwegian stream, I guess. But yeah, I mean, it's pretty cool. Have one of the legends of ARL just working, actually, just 5 minutes away from me, just down the street. It's pretty cool. So it's a shame that we haven't met yet. We gotta figure something out. Would be awesome to race one day while sitting in the same room and not chatting over Xbox, I guess. Moving on to the last question of today. Michael Schumacher or Ayrton Senna? I'll have to go with Ayrton Senna. He is just the legend. I mean, it's Senna. As I said, I'm not a big Schumi fan, so it's gotta be Senna. Well, that wraps up my Q&A video. I'll end this one here. Keep the questions coming. I'd love to answer them, and it might be another Q&A video in the future. So keep the questions coming. I'd be more than happy to answer them in a future video. And until my next video, guys, goodbye.